This is Dee. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you, Dee.
Okay, great. Because real quiet on this end. I thought I had a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the Fraser Park Public Utility District Regular State Planning and Project Meeting Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. We are commencing the meeting at 4:04. So the meeting is called to order. Let's stand for the pledge to the flag.
My apologies all.
You're on time.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I'll continue and then you can take over.
That's fine, thank you.
Roll call with directors, Director Schoenberg.
Here.
Director Garcia.
Here.
Director Gibson.
Here.
Director Kelly.
Here.
And Director Nyman is here. We have a quorum. To discussion, vote, adjust agenda if necessary.
Dee, if you can hear us, do we need to have a closed session?
Not at this time. I don't have any new news.
Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion that we,
Table.
table, number 8, the closed session until next meeting. I second it.
Okay, the motion has been made by Director Kelly and seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's an aye, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
and Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, we'll make that adjustment. I don't think there's anything else. We can move on to number 3, public comments. Are there any public comments at this time? Okay, not hearing any. We can go on to number 4, the manager's report.
All right, you guys may have seen in the newspaper, I got an ad in the paper for employees. We, as you know, we lost one of them about a month ago, and then our lead operator's gonna be leaving here in about a week or 2. So we're down to one guy in the field. He's going to Palmdale Water where they have, CalPERS and better opportunities and whatever, but, I'm gonna keep him on as a temporary employee or part-time employee because he's eager, and I am as well, to days he has off, if we get leaks, he'll come in and work for us. So that's that will help a lot, and he'll help with some like backup coverage on the, weekends.
Speaking of Corey, right?
Huh?
Speaking of Corey?
Yeah. And he's been a really good guy, so I have zero problems keeping him on as part-time employee, so. Kind of like back in the old days, for those of you that remember, we had Woody, who was, part-time employee that would come in sometimes. And then other than that, bigger news, yesterday's, had a catastrophe where there will be no rides this year at the yesterday's. The carnival messed them up, booked it the same weekend, so they will not be here. That's devastating news. So what they came up with, the last minute, they need our help with. They decided they would put a bunch of bounce houses instead of carnival rides and a water slider or slides. They use recycled water, but it'll take approximately about 1,000 gallons of water for the weekend. And I'm hoping that we can donate the water and allow them to do that. So the kids still have a way to cool down and everything. So 1,000 gallons is really nothing in the overall cost of things. And it's first year that we've been without a carnival.
So question, how will they get the water?
Well, we'll hook up a meter somewhere. I'll find the best place. If it's on a hydrant, it's easier, but if I have to do the parks, then we'll keep track of the usage and then deduct that from the parks.
But they have a tank, they have like a truck to get water?
No, we'll have to put hoses.
We'll put hoses,
Yeah,
okay.
hoses to the.
But it goes in and then recycled?
Yeah, so it's just topping it off again at the end of the day.
Right,
This issue, but, they tried, we were the last resort. They tried to get like Santana to haul water, but it has to be potable water with water quality tests associated. And Santana can't provide that. So I'm hoping, it's not an agenda item, so as long as nobody opposes, I'll just use my authority to approve it and call it good.
well, I'm okay with it, it's for the community.
I'm okay with these mountain memories makes, they
They
use that
do.
money for the community. So.
Yeah.
They're gonna
absolutely.
have people watching the water.
Yeah, they are.
Don't want no kids drowning.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, no.
and we need to just make sure that it's not like way more usage, just in case, but.
Yeah, no, they're gonna, and I'm gonna be part of the whole weekend there, so I'll keep an eye on everything. I'll keep it all good. So, that'll be my donation to it. And then there's another thing you gotta
So is
reach out.
everybody okay with that?
Yeah, no, we,
Yeah, I just wanted to, everyone's acknowledge it.
I know how much you guys have hated our answering service. So a guy's been hounding me from a company called Doppler, and Doppler goes to all of the special district, training and everything, but they do the same type of thing. I don't know price comparison with the one we got, but they specialize in water and utilities. So right now, the biggest complaint I get is people can't understand what they're saying to them in India, because they've shipped, our answering service shipped everything overseas. And so nobody knows what to say, what not to say, who to put through as an emergency, who not to. This company is supposed to be staffed with professionals that know all that stuff, so.
And they're still charging us for holiday pay, even though they're in a different country
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, all of that
Other
stuff.
fees,
So
yeah.
holiday pay plus a safety
All
surcharge.
kinds of.
So
things,
I
yeah.
just, I'm bringing it up because if there's interest, I can have the guy try to do a presentation during a board meeting, and then I'll schedule it. And then that way he could run it, by, all you guys, and they do some kind of demo thing, and then we'll take it from there and decide what we're gonna do. It might really help, especially when I'm low on employees and stuff. And they also do different things like outreach to the customers during water outages and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what all they'll provide, but so.
Who uses them right now? A lot of places?
CSDA advertises it to everybody, and then on their website, it shows like fire department, it's got extra stuff. It's got, testimonials from different customers. So, I didn't dig too deep into it because I don't like to waste my time. If you guys, I wanted to make sure you were interested in having it before we
No.
start that process.
That would be great to look
Cool.
into that and get a cost and.
I
and take
didn't
it
know
from
that
there.
they had moved the India.
Yeah, and it used to be, they was the same people. If I woke up at 3 a.m, I knew it was, I forget her name now, but it was like old Betty Lou or somebody. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, sweetie, to wake you up. Well, those days are long gone now, that personalized service that knew what to do. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, and that's all I got for my report. Oh, is this on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, so A, discussion vote on will serve application?
Oh, that was quick. I didn't see it.
Very on the agenda.
Okay, so this, will serve is in partial B zone. This APN is gonna be changed. This APN is one of four that, people that own Red Dot, they purchased it over by Lions Daycare. They want a 1-inch meter just to have a hose bib. They said they're unlikely to do anything for 10 or 15 years with the property. But they want a place that they could grow some plants and let their dogs run. So they want a hose bib set up. And, I'm recommending that we approve it. It's a relatively small amount of water and it's more revenue. And, since they're not gonna build houses on it or whatever for a number of years, that helps us out as well.
And they're putting what size?
1 inch.
Does it say that?
No, I didn't write that in yet.
Okay.
I'll finish writing this in and I'll change that APN. The reason I'm changing the APN is because this APN is the part of this of the four.
Okay.
And if I move it to the one, they put a big fence. I didn't even notice. There's a giant fence. It's like 5-acre lot fenced in over behind Lions Daycare.
Hmm.
So I'm moving the APN to the one closest because I have to run a piece of poly like 30 feet across their empty dirt lot to get them water. So I might as well supply it to that lot.
And so when we approve this, they pay, they pay the 8,000 or whatever.
They'll pay the 9,000.
9,000.
And then I told them, I said, if it's just a hose bib, I said, you're gonna be paying a water bill every month while it's on. And they said, oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So I encourage it. I think they're good for the community.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'd say good.
Yeah, if we make a motion on this, I guess.
I move that we approve this will serve, even though it's coming off of parcel B, but it doesn't look like it's gonna put a big stress on anything. With the amended, lot location and, Johnny's gonna fill in the 1 inch and stuff that isn't on here.
Yeah.
Do I hear a second?
I second it.
Okay, the motion has been made by Director Schoenberg, seconded by Director Gibson. Roll call of directors. Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's an aye, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
and Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried 5-0. Okay, B, Administrative Assistance Report.
Nothing new.
Nothing?
A bunch of big updates to the website that I did. I had to get the Well 8 pipeline project set up so we can put the required documents from Tom Knotson on there.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, did you want to take over, Director?
You did well.
You're doing good. Bravo.
Okay, on to 5, Standing Committee Reports, Accounts Payable Committee.
We met, we went through invoices, and I think everything will be talked about in the financial.
Okay, State Update Committee, meeting, we met and, that'll all be covered under the agenda items.
Okay.
And, Quarterly Financial Committee,
We meet on the 4th.
okay,
August 4th.
okay, then go on to 6, Ad Hoc Committee Reports, Planning Project Committee,
We didn't.
we didn't meet, no, I don't think so. Easement and Deeds Committee,
Haven't met,
Bonds Book Committee,
haven't met.
5-year Budget Committee where we met, we pretty much finished, the income for the 5-year budget. We'll be updating it next time. We are meeting again on, Tuesday, next week, Tuesday, the 28th. And we'll be, getting further into it. Okay?
We'll be on the expense.
What was that again, Brahma? You guys were working on a new 5-year budget?
Yes.
Yeah, we're working on a 5-year budget.
Okay. Do you know when that'll be complete?
Not sure.
As soon as they can.
As soon as we can, might be a month or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I need a 5-year budget
Yeah.
for the grant, but I guess I'll put in the one that was used for the rate
Yeah.
study.
Yes, and then we'll just update it. Once we update it, you can switch it out.
Yeah, I can resubmit it once you guys finish that.
Okay, sounds good. Parcel B Project Committee, we had a meeting, we'll talk about that under the agenda item for Parcel B. Okay, on the financial business, 7, discussion vote on accounts payable and financial information. That's you, Deborah?
Good evening, everyone. So we prepared one check out of the planning account for $18,985 to Tom Dodson. And we prepared 12 checks for a total of $24,267.09 out of the revenue operating. One of the checks was held aside because the vendor was going to make some changes to the statement, and that has since come through. So the check for $783.65 to Quinn Cat was voided and reissued at $316.76.
Okay.
And the extraordinary disbursement out of the revenue operating account was a disbursement to P&J for $13,171.64. And that's all I have.
Okay,
And
so I take it. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say the transfers. but go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I figured that, so go ahead and do this.
Okay, so then we also did two transfers, one from, well, 3 total, but one from USDA replacement to revenue operating. That's for invoice 26-00622 for parcel B. That was for 2,000, that was to pay D Jasper and Associates, that was for $2,022.52. And a second transfer from the revenue operating, these are coming from the new revenue operating, by the way, not the old revenue operating, which still exists until we have settled everything with that. So that is for $18,985. And that was for Tom Dodson. That's the invoice that Deborah was talking about. We're prepaying them the $18,985 for invoice FP 081-15. And then we also had our normal, I did change over all of our transfers to the new revenue operating. That's already done. And we had our normal transfer that's set up ahead of time. And that one is for $5,000. So that also came out. And that goes into our pre-USDA general fund from the revenue operating to replace the funds that we had needed to take out of the general fund to pay for some things. And that's it.
Okay, so I would,
I got
Director Kelly.
a couple. I got a question and then a statement or something. Is all income going into the new one?
It wasn't. I haven't looked. I guess I could look while let me get back to that and I'll look right now and I'll say it at some other time in the meeting.
Okay, yeah, because I was just wondering.
It wasn't, but we did sign everything. It should be all transferred over, but there was still some lag. Some of the checks on the scanner were still going into the old account because we had the equal amount of money in the old account and the new account, which was interesting. So there was still a good amount going into the old account. And then
We had to
did
go
our
through-
stuff transfer over
Yes, the
from,
payroll company confirmed that they've made all the changes, and then I did payroll on Monday, and so I'm assuming.
okay, because that should be coming out right now. It should be coming out, I think today, was Monday?
Well, I do. payroll
You
on
do it and
Monday,
then you turn it in and it
Tuesday-
comes out on Tuesday or
Yeah.
Wednesday. Okay, so that should have come out this week too from the correct account. So I'll go on the bank and let you know.
Kind of curious. Okay, and then, the, P&J money, we're gonna have to set up an ad hoc because that is part of Johnny had them lay, cables from the generator to the pump house or whatever hammer. And so we need to, all of that, Deborah has all of that in construction. And all of that has to come out of that category and actually into a category where.
Because it's
we're
completed.
we're in construction with the generator.
Right.
It's all done.
I wouldn't think we need an ad hoc. Couldn't we just split the cost of the
Well, not just,
bill and
It's
put it
not
in-
just that, we
and put
need,
it in?
we gotta find out what generator is that, what
That's what I was
site.
just gonna say, it's
Deborah
just split
can-
the two amongst the
no,
assets
it's more
of
than
well
that.
five and Elm.
Okay, it's
No,
more
we
than that,
understand
because
that
we have to
part.
go back. That we already
that-
talked to Deborah about.
Yeah.
So there's two kind of phases of this. One is that the entire generator project went into this construction. It's how we have to do it with the auditor. And now we have to take it out of there and put everything in the correct spots, which is more than one thing. It's like every generator needs to match with a site.
Yes.
And we need to have all the everything right on that.
And
So-
all the serial numbers to the generator will have to match that site and.
Right, so that's gonna take a little bit of doing. And then we also, because it was being charged under maintenance, under our regular, what's it called, no, not tool, it was being charged under, facility or not facility maintenance,
Oh, here's right here.
whatever it's called.
Distribution?
Distribution maintenance, that's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for. So it's been being charged under that right now, and we asked Deborah to remove it from that and put it as an asset because it was $13,000. So it should be an asset because it is an asset that goes with the generators. It's the cable buried in the ground, and it's not gonna
At
be
the end, we'll have
not
to
normal
to
operating
set up an
costs.
ad hoc.
Okay. So now I'll entertain a motion that we pay our bills.
I'll make a motion that we pay our bills.
I'll second.
Okay, Director Kelly, you made a motion and Director Garcia seconded. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman and I, Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Gibson
Aye.
and Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, 5-0-0, motion carried and we paid our bills. Thank you, Deborah.
Have a good
Thank
weekend,
you.
Deborah.
Have a good weekend.
You do the
You
same.
too, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
on to time, discussion, vote, and update on, Fraser Park, Lake of the Woods Consolidation Planning Project. A, discussion, vote on the budget adjustment. So did we get, I didn't see, an approval from him, Carlos. Did we correct that letter, for that budget adjustment for D?
Yeah, we did, and I sent it to Tiffany, and Tiffany sent it out to Jonathan, but we haven't had a response yet.
Jonathan said he is consulting with his disbursement department and will email us as soon as he has approval.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, so that, I guess is, we'll have to put it on the next, claim, I guess. Okay, on to B, discussion vote on development of well 9 and additional booster tank site property certificate of compliance lot line adjustment. Have we heard anything yet, D, on that?
No, I've had a couple of contacts and really the response is they're working on it, so we'll get some kind of response here pretty quick, but the county's not real fast, but it is on their desk and they are working on it.
Okay, the discussion vote on memorandum of understanding, we still haven't gotten that back from our attorneys yet. Do we have any idea where they stand on that?
What?
With memorandum of
MOU.
understanding, Denny Allen,
Haven't heard anything.
could we follow up with him and find out where he's at on that, at least kind of,
Last meeting you asked me to follow up, but if
yeah.
you want me to follow up, then you have to.
Okay, could you
You want
follow
me to
up?
now follow
Yeah,
up?
yes, I would like
I
you
just-
to follow up.
just don't want us to be pushing them when they're doing that are they done with this other stuff with you?
No.
I don't feel like I feel like they have their hands full with us with some other things that are going on, so I'm just a little concerned.
But it
about-
doesn't hurt to ask the question, just kind of where, you know, where, have they worked on that at all? I mean, or where we're at, is, I mean.
I agree with Lisa though, the way they've been working with us is the stuff that is not time sensitive, they get to it when they can, and then everything else is last minute, they're cramming on it, and then we get the priority there, so if Dee did ask last time, I would just go ahead and leave it for a little.
I don't know
Lisa
that,
next meeting.
I asked him to, but I don't know that he did.
Good.
Dee, did you talk to Alan about that at all?
I just sent an email. No
Okay.
response, but, you know, they
Okay,
know they have it to do and they've, yeah, that's what I could tell you.
okay.
So, can we go back for a minute to Terry's questions about what's going into what account or what's
Sure.
happening with each account? Okay, so, the merchant bank card stuff is still on the old account. As of July 22nd, which was yesterday. And the analysis service fee was taken out of the old account for them doing a analysis for, I think, our auditors. It seems
No,
like,
we aren't doing an audit right now.
then I'm not sure why they charged us that $40 analysis service fee, so we need to double check that. So they've taken out quite a bit of the merchant bank card stuff that seems to be happening. A lot, and then a check. This must have been a check that hadn't gone through yet for $450. Came out. That looks like it, and the deposits from the scanner looks like that stopped on July 9th. I'm just going to go quickly into the new account. So that was the,
Well, last
Old
week we signed the
accounts.
merchant thing.
yeah, so it looks like that is correct now. So, ADP just came out of the new accounts. Some of the merchant bank card deposits are going into the new accounts. So there were some deposits that went into the new account for the merchant bank card, but some of the debits are old account. And
What do
then,
you mean debit? They're,
The payments for the merchant.
yeah, we pay, let me go back in there for a second. We, some of it is deposits and some of it is debits. So a bunch of deposits went in to the old account. I don't know what's what, because they both just say merchant bank card. They don't say what they are. And Deborah was explaining, and the bank was explaining too, that even though Deborah has an ending number for that on the bank end, it should have fixed stuff. We signed that to fix it, but it doesn't have the 181 or the different numbers at the end. It just says merchant bank card. So some of that stuff that Deborah went away already, right?
Yeah, she did.
So some of that stuff is going into the old account and some of that stuff is going into the new account. It looks like much more money is going into the old account than the new account. So we're gonna have to go to the bank and see what's going on with that, because that just happened, and some debits are going to the old account still. And then on the new account, it looks like the ADP went through, so the ADP debited from the new account. Some of the merchant bank things went to the new account. Most of our checks look like they're coming out of the new account, our accounts payable, and the scanner looks like it's going into the new account. So it looks like most everything is where it's supposed to be. All the ADP stuff got debited from the new account, the wage pay, the taxes, everything. So that looks like it did it correctly the other day on the 21st. So yeah, so it looks pretty good. Right now we have a balance in each. When we finally pay all the checks that we had to give the bank, what checks still need to be paid, when those go through and we're sure everything's cleaned up, then I'll transfer whatever's left to the new account.
But we gotta make sure that money, all
Everything,
income is going into. the
right,
new
so I
account.
don't think that should happen immediately or anytime real soon, because we may miss something, or I just wanna keep it open, but with a minimal amount. So I did check with Deborah to make sure we don't have too much in there. We didn't put extra in there now at this point. We just, because we knew there was still stuff going in, but now theoretically there's still merchant bank card stuff going in, so I need to check on that. And then once that's not going in, then I need to really keep a good eye on it to make sure that we don't go too low.
So did the company that needed to provide the affidavit, did they do that?
They did, okay, so the company, that provided, information to us on the check that we had an issue with, they, finally wrote the letter to us, but I don't know where we're at, it's still with the bank. So the bank hasn't contacted me to say anything new, but they did provide, after quite a while and some prodding, they provided us with a letter on their letterhead saying that they did not receive the check. So, which is why we had to go through all of this.
And we still have not paid them, so
We are not paying them until everything is
Until the bank.
resolved at the bank.
result.
And they know that, and they were okay with that.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's where we're at. If anyone has questions, I can give you more precise stuff, but right now there's 51,479.88 in the new accounts. And there's more in the old account, so like I said, but there shouldn't be a whole lot more going into the old account. The old account has, there we go, the old account is 89,000, so there was still quite a bit going in there until this one.
Well, because we're gonna be sending out these checks, which is 24,000.
So we checked with Deborah on the checks and she said we were okay. So we have 51, there's gonna be whatever, 24,000 something
Yeah.
coming off of that. There are still some merchant bank card deposits going in and very few debits going out, because the big debits, which were ADP and some of the other ones we were worried about, those are switched. So I think we're okay. I will keep an eye on it.
Okay.
I can pull it up on my,
Just don't understand, like when we close one and open a new one, I just assumed it was going to be like cut and dry.
Oh, it's not.
no, we have so many different things that go in and out, like, I don't even know if we fixed all of the merchant bank card is the stuff where people pay on their credit card, people pay on their, so
To the
all
phone,
those.
Online,
We
when
have,
they walk in, they pay on their debit card. All of that
Yeah.
is all.
so there's definitely,
Yeah, we had to go in, I went in with,
High
a
tech.
direct control bird to the bank to sign.
I went in numerous
Yeah,
times.
and, yeah,
So
it
when
was
you
a
think we're
mess.
gonna see everything like balanced out in the old account, we're still gonna keep money in the old account?
no,
Yes.
Eventually, no,
eventually.
No,
we will.
not once everything balances out, then we make the old account go away.
So do we have any kind of
Projected date?
projected date? Thank you.
Good question. I don't know what that would be because the things that look like they're still going in are some pretty hefty amounts from our merchant bank card stuff, and I signed what I needed to sign at the bank.
So we need to go back to the bank and,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're paying everything out of the new account, right?
yes,
We're paying all the checks, yes.
And so like transferring the money from the old account. Yes, I'm confused, but trying to understand.
Can I remind you about shredding the checks?
Oh, and we need a vote on shredding our old checks.
Not really a vote, just a.
Or,
Just an okay.
or an okay from the director. So can we get that
Okay.
since I'm already on that subject?
I think everybody's okay with shredding checks, but,
Like now, can we just shed
Is
them?
that the obsolete?
Been canceled and.
yeah,
No, that's.
No.
Okay.
So the checks that were currently out, we gave the bank a list of the checks that needed to be honored. They had blocked our account, so they have unblocked that list of checks, but any other check coming in, like if somebody tries to print checks or something, those are blocked. So that account's,
Worried about bond right now?
yes,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's what this whole thing's been about.
Oh, just that one check that didn't.
Yes.
I
Sure,
don't
but-
think, so, but the bank is taking the utmost precautions. So that's why we had to do everything we've
Wow.
just done.
And, yeah,
And so they immediately blocked our account, like immediately. And so, because
For our protection.
I think because we had had some credit card fraud too. So there's just been some fraud. So they blocked
Okay,
our
well,
account.
We need to dig it out, root it out.
Yeah, and so we're okay. The check was the check wasn't one, it was just cash. So, so they're looking into it. And so that's why we had to go through all the stuff we had to go
But the
through.
checks that she's talking about
Are the old
the
checks.
old checks on the old account, but, we buy them That's 500 of them or
That was
1,000.
the old ones that we didn't use.
Right,
Yeah,
so those are
okay,
those
got it.
pink, those are those pink checks, and they didn't have any other colors, so now we have the new checks that we have.
Yellow.
Or yellow.
Yeah, so, but the pink checks we'd like to shred and they'll be gone forever.
So everyone's in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so going back to, number D, discussion vote on Lake of the Woods project and consolidation. That is either Joan, I guess Pam's not here today.
Yeah, Pam's off today and she let me know that we have nothing new to report.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Okay, then we can go on to E, discussion vote on claims 61 and other claims in payout.
Okay, so since we're not gonna include any of the other stuff, we're gonna keep the claim as discussed last week. We have board of directors fees at $550. We have staff recovery cost at $56.54. And we have one invoice from, actually, we have a few invoices from Tom Dodson and Associates because we're including some that got disallowed from claim 58. So the first invoice is invoice FP-081-15, and that one is for $18,985. And then one of the invoices that was disallowed from claim 58 was FP-081-8R, and that's in the amount of $805. And then we have the last invoice is FP-081-14, and that one is for $4,250. And we have one invoice from D. Jasper and Associates, and that's for design work, and that's invoice 26-00623, and that one totaled $29,586. So the total of claim 61 is $54,232.54.
And can I just double check on this? So Carlos, any other invoices we can still submit until December, correct? But no other work can be done and charged after the 30th.
Yeah, no other
31st.
work. No other work can be done after the 31st, but we can still do claims up till December.
Okay,
So if any invoices pop up later on in August or September that we missed or something, we can still file a claim for them.
okay, thank you.
And, D, can I ask a question before we, approve this claim? Tom Dodson and Associate, where does he stand on using the rest of the budget and having the environmental work done, for the Lake of the Woods project? Cause as we said, it has to be invoiced before the 31st.
Yeah, we had some discussions on that and, he, for the, I'll address the well 8 pipeline replacement first. He's got all that done and I think Tiffany can update us a little bit on the notice, the intent to adopt a mitigated negative declaration on that project. And then Tom will continue to work on the consolidation project. A lot of the information that we've collected for the pipeline and well 8 project, it spins right over to the consolidation project. Not all of it. And there are a few things that of course we have to add, but a lot of work has been done. He'll hold those invoices until we get construction financing. So he's prepared for that and has, anticipated that really would be the situation.
Director Silver.
And so if he is able to move some things to construction and we still have money in that account, we are going to try to adjust the budget one more time, correct? To be able to pay Lake of the Woods, money for the
memorandum of understanding if we're able to move leftover monies from various accounts that we don't have to pay on anymore, correct?
Carlos?
Yeah, and that depends on whether there's enough budget now to cover that or not, because we didn't get any invoices from legal, so we still have $8,236 left in legal as of now.
Hi, Tim.
And Lake of the Woods, what amount has been spent that you're trying to recoup? Do you have that amount?
I don't have the exact amount in front of me, but I think it's about $1,800.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, we might not have to move any money.
Be able to come up with that. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
And then Tom Dodson and Associates, after these invoices go in, he'll only have like $7,000 left in his budget.
Okay.
Okay. But he's not doing any more, are you saying, is he gonna be doing more work, D, on the Lake of the Woods construction after July 31st?
Yeah, and he won't bill for it. He'll hold the bills until we get construction funding.
On construction.
Okay, well, what if it doesn't happen, then
Yeah, then what
Fraser
happens?
Park is gonna be on the hook for that.
We shouldn't worry about what if. I mean,
Okay.
it's gonna happen. I mean,
Alright, I'm just,
Well,
they're still pushing us constantly to do stuff and mentioning it. So anyway,
yes,
worry about that if it happens.
okay, I just want everyone to be aware on it, it's on tape, that's all.
well, and I'm concerned that they're gonna continue doing work. They're always wanting us to prepay.
Yeah, I don't want.
He already said that he would wait.
He said he would hold the
Yeah,
invoice.
he won't wait on this 18,000. I mean, they
Yeah.
want it prepaid,
That's different. This is,
you know?
this is stuff that is coming right to the end and he knows how the funding works.
Right,
So,
and he's in constraint of what budget was left on the Lake of the Woods, I mean, what? In other words, the work that you're gonna have him do, what is the budget limit for him to be doing invoices? For, that he's gonna hold for
In
construction?
other words, is he working within the budget line item?
Well, his contract was for 100,000.
Okay,
And what's left on that?
like 7,000,
There's like
Seven?
31,000 left as of now, but I haven't input this amount from claim
31.
61, so it'll go down to somewhere around 10 grand that's left.
okay. Alright,
Okay,
I
thank
just wanna
you.
make sure he stays within the confines of his contract, so we know what our exposure is, that's all. Okay, so if nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claim 61.
I'll make a motion to approve claim 61.
I'll second that.
In what amount?
The one that Carlos mentioned, with all of the invoices Carlos mentioned, in the amount of $54,232.54.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Okay, so Director Kelly has made a motion and Director Garcia has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg, Director Nyman's an aye, Director Garcia.
Aye.
Director Houston, Director Kelly.
Aye.
Motion carried 5-0. Okay, going on to, discussion vote on removing second meeting of the month.
And this was a little confusing just because we have the two meetings, but there's still gonna be a state update meeting, which they're calling the second meeting. So this, in theory, the state is calling the third meeting, but we call it the second meeting, just in case that comes up, because I was so confused on our state update meeting because they were saying Carlos was saying we still need to have a second meeting, but he meant the state update meeting and not this second full board meeting.
Is that why there was 3 members attending? 3 board members?
3 board members?
Wasn't,
At
At the
the,
state meeting?
There wasn't 3 board members at the state meeting.
no.
We can't have 3 board members. It would have to be a full. Well, I guess we
The
could.
one on for
agenda,
July
but-
16th, did I put a boo-boo on there? That I was saying?
What happened is I couldn't do both meetings, so I was at the state update and then Terry was at the county.
At the county,
Okay.
but we don't do a thing for the county.
Yeah, so I don't know, double check that, make sure.
Okay,
it's
my
not-
mistake.
Yeah, no, it has wrong mine, Lisa, that's all.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
our,
I'm all in favor of dropping the second.
So
meeting.
basically, we
Until
will be,
construction.
we'll be dropping the second,
this meeting will
this
be out.
meeting right now. And then anything that needs to be covered will be covered at our at a regular meeting.
So, but we didn't ask Deborah how that's gonna affect the checks. Because right now we do, it helps us to, we don't get all those late fees because we're doing double.
Yeah, but she's said many times that the cost of the board meeting, if we
Is more
if we
than the
weren't reimbursed,
late
it's way
fees.
more than any late fees that we're gonna incur by not having the meeting, and we always got away with it before.
Yeah.
So, and then we would re-up the second, the third meeting, whatever we wanna call it, we would redo that once we had construction money and they required us.
Right, well, when
So
we get
it's
back into
temporary.
actively construction, absolutely.
Mhm.
Right.
Understood.
And we would continue with the state update to make sure that we're on the same page
And then you
going
would
through
do
to the
a
construction.
key report once a month.
So I'll entertain a motion that we, remove the second meeting of the month.
I'll make a motion to remove the second, board meeting, which is on the fourth, Thursday of the month. To remove that from our calendar
Until such time.
until such time as needed.
I'll second that, yeah.
Okay, a motion has been made by Director Kelly and seconded by Director Garcia. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Motion carried 5-0.
The,
Okay, 10, discussion vote update on Fraser Park Lake of the Woods Consolidation Construction Project. A discussion vote on engineering and design. We're pretty much done on that, Dee.
Yeah, we're 95% now and we're wrapping things up. We've got some, plans we have prepared that are going to be incorporated in the consolidation project plans. A few things like that. And they're all done. And so we're wrapping things up. We'll be done by the end of the month, but things are moving right along.
Okay. We just know that we can't invoice anything after the 31st. I know I keep repeating it, but I'd like to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
Would you write that down?
Thank
Dee,
you.
this is
Well,
Joan.
not that we can.
When you
Yes,
get
Joan.
that, when Dee gets that, or whenever he sends it to the board, can he email a copy to Pam and I as well?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, B, discussion vote on project application.
I have a question, Dee. Were you gonna talk tonight about, show us the map, or when is that gonna happen?
I think,
Design?
really what we're trying to do is get everything done and ready to submit to the state. And, that's really our focus. And then preparing something, for the board, we'll get that done after the 31st. But we really need to make sure we meet our marks on the, getting this design submitted.
But
So-
after the 31st, you won't be able to charge for that.
Yep, and we're well aware of that, and we've carried projects, before too, so we're not concerned. We'll do what we need to do to get things done. That's what we do, and then, eventually we'll get paid, and of course, we understand there's a risk, and if we don't get paid, we don't get paid, but we gave it a good effort.
And I do think it's important, I understand what you're saying, but because the last time we saw the design, I mean, I understand we're not gonna wanna go through the big giant packet that you're gonna submit to the state, and we're not gonna necessarily even understand things in that. But the last time we saw the map of the design and what was actually happening was 2017 or something. I don't even know. So I personally feel very strongly that I would like to see that before it's submitted.
Why don't I share my screen and give you a rough idea of what that alignment looks like? It's pretty much the same that it has always been, but now we've got details and 100 sheets of plan profile, which I'm sure you don't want to look at, but well, you can. Certainly, we're going to have them available. But what we're going to do, Johnny, I'm asking you to come in maybe midweek if you can. We'll go through those 100 sheets and
Yeah, no problem.
just double check them, and if there's something that you see that we need to change, we can get that changed.
And just so you know, just so you're aware, the state has to approve these plans. And I'm telling you, they go over the plans.
I know, it's
in
gonna go back
detail
and
than you
forth.
would possibly imagine. I mean, they nitpick it, so I wouldn't be concerned too much.
Yeah, we've been through it a few times, and you know, we'll do what we have to do to get them submitted and approved.
So are you pulling that up?
It's up. Do you want to, I'll just give it to you, there's 3 sheets that I want to show you. The general pipeline alignment, there's
Because
nothing.
I still
really-
don't even know what side of the street the pipe's on.
What's that?
We still may not know yet at this point. And what does that matter to the board, though?
It matters for the completed design.
I
They're
can
still
tell
going
you,
to environmental.
yeah. Did you say cost, Lisa?
No,
No, they're just what side of the street the pipeline's gonna run out the Lake of the Woods, but
I just have a few questions on different things, but yeah.
Engineer.
so he's sharing the screen, but it's not showing up on our end.
Yeah, let me, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I've got to find out how I do that here. Just share.
What for share?
Share. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, well the pipe alignment has not changed. We have made some deviations from where we had originally set it, just because we can route it cheaper and with less interference. But we
Can you
started.
zoom in again?
Say again?
Can you zoom in again?
And kind of talk about the things that changed, because I have a somewhat good recollection of what originally was what we were doing, but.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's perfect.
Pretty much
That was.
shows my screen. We go, and part of the well 8 pipeline replacement project is the segment of pipe from well 8 to well 5. We go into the well 5's tanks, and then we make some modifications to the booster pumping plant at well 5 so that we can pump up to parcel B. And also, which isn't really something new, but what is new is we also are going to do an intertie to the well 6 system, which is at a higher pressure than where we pump to parcel B. So we're going to change some pumps out at the pump station and make an intertie to the well 6 system so that we truly can back up the well 6 system and can go the other way if we need to. So
Not
that's
until you.
what happens at well 5. Then we go along the alignment and we cross the highway and cross the creek on the bridge. So we go
Okay,
across
so
the
I
creek.
didn't take the bridge. And Because I had a question about that because we never found the pipe, so we're gonna lay new pipe across the bridge of like what size?
There's, the pipe that we have now is underground, it's not on the bridge. So
Yeah,
the new-
that's
the new
what I-
pipe will be on the bridge.
Like is that gonna be a 10-inch transmission line or something larger or?
Yes,
Yes, 10-inch, okay.
yes, 10 inch. The, the pipeline then runs across the river, the creek, and then it takes the northern route right up to where my cursor is, right there. And we shift over just a little bit to the east and go up. I think that's trying to remember the name of the streets, but we go up the street to parcel B to the new tank. And then we also are planning on reinstalling the pipeline from parcel B up to the forestry tanks. And
Not used there, because right now that pipe goes from parcel B straight up. to
Right, that's
Peak
a mess, that's, it's very hard.
It
to
fails all the
deal with.
time.
Yeah. Okay, so that will be part of the project where we're actually able to replace that, that's great,
mhm.
okay? And then, other stuff floats with forestry and parcel B, right? And this side or no?
Yeah,
No, forestry, Highline, Harrison, and Elm all float together. Parcel B feeds the bottom third of the town.
yeah. So from
And then
there,
are we doing a booster at parcel B or no?
Now, they're gonna redo the boosters at parcel B, the boosters that were never used before.
Okay,
then from parcel B, we take the route back.
and that's Los Padres, right? That
Yeah.
You're gonna go back on?
Los Padres, and then we follow Los Padres all the way over to the Elm tank, Elm. And we go up to the Elm tank, and we had originally thought that maybe it might be easier to just make a loop here, go to the Elm tank, which is gonna be brand new, and there'll be some brand new boosters there too. And then take it back to Los Padres, but on inspecting the routing, Curtis drove all of this and decided that it would be better to route down, I think that's
Please, that's Poplar.
Poplar, yeah. And then take it back down and cross Los Padres so we can stay out of the county road, go down here to, I can't remember the name of that one either.
Alcott Trail.
There you go, yeah. And
So will
then,
that be new piping that we're laying on
Yeah.
stuff like Alcott that
Yeah.
has all kinds of problems? Yeah, okay.
The distribution, yeah, that's all gonna be new, so.
Okay, and are we gonna relay new pipe on Elm?
yeah,
Well,
right
that's,
up to the tank.
yeah, additional new pipe, but we also got the pipeline replacement that's doing all of them.
Right, that's why I'm at. So some of this is under pipeline replacement, but some of it will also be
By
under
itself, yeah.
construction. Okay.
Yeah, Lisa, this is just the consolidation part of it, but yes, the pipeline replacement project replaces a whole bunch of pipe up north of there for
Well,
sure.
all the stuff above Elm too, Summit and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Then
So,
back to,
so quick question, how does this affect, what's above? So if we're doing Elm and Elm is then boosting, then there's another new booster that you're gonna do at Elm?
yeah, we're putting a new booster pumping plant in there. We'll
And how
have,
does that affect the stuff above that, like
It
the
doesn't,
B?
because the existing booster, where they pumped it,
Will
is how
be
it's gonna
the-
be, it's gonna be like well 5, where there's the
Multiple
well
boosters.
5 boosters, and then the ones
Okay.
that boost to 6.
Okay,
thank you, Johnny. And
You're
then
welcome.
I can use all help.
yeah, I'm
help
just
I
trying
can
to
get.
understand it before it all goes, out to construction, so, okay.
Then we
And
go,
then,
then we go to the east. So let me pull that next one up.
So then we're not gonna worry about all that, the paved county road, it's not gonna go alongside that at all, it's gonna go Alcott, and then it's gonna come back out at the paved road finally, where Mount Pinos runs back into Fraser Mountain Road.
Let me.
Oh. Yeah, yeah,
for you.
it's kind
Um,
of up there at the top of Mount Pinos, is how it's running.
Right.
And hopefully some of it could be on the shoulder of the road, so we're not having to cut asphalt.
In the road, yeah,
Yeah, but we'll see what the other utilities are like.
okay.
So we're
And I
kind
thought we had looked into the other utilities, we haven't done that yet?
Oh, we know where they're at, we know they're there, but that's not the advanced planning.
Okay.
Gotta do.
yeah, that, the contractors are gonna have to do a, a pipeline locate all through here. We've, we have done quite a bit of work because of what we've done before. But there are utilities in there that were, we, like in Lost Pot, in the, Fraser Mountain Park Road, we have a pretty good idea what's in there. So we're going down that road and continuing to, just one other thing I want to point out, here's well 9. That'll be part of the project. And well 9 will then discharge down that frontage road. You can kind of see the dotted lines there. That,
If I could interrupt you for a second, that frontage road is now being covered, I don't know about the whole distance, but it's been covered in, I think it's ground up asphalt, or it could be, AC itself, but we'll have to replace that as we do put in our pipeline now. The homeowners there,
Did that?
the homeowners are doing, yeah.
hopefully they smoothed it out a little bit. It's been,
Yeah, I think they did.
yeah, that thing's been a real mess. Interestingly, all our borings that we did not hit one boulder. We hit a lot of DG, or really, granular material all the way down this entire road and this entire pipeline project. Not saying we won't hit one, but we did a lot of test borings, and
That was all the stuff you just did, Dee, like a couple weeks, last week?
Get the point
Yeah.
on like that, shit. But I understand it. We're not doing anything. Don't come.
And so, yeah, it goes down that frontage road because that hillside is pretty steep all the way until where it's less steep, and then you come up back up to the road. Did we lose you?
Correct.
yeah,
Can't go up the hill.
I'm trying to listen, Lisa, and my ears are kind of plugged. Not only have I got bad hearing, but I'm getting over a sinus infection. My ears are kind of
Sick, yeah,
plugged here, so
I
I'm having
understand.
trouble.
Johnny's filling in for you on whatever you aren't telling me, so it's working.
And then we go on down, Fraser Mountain Road on
Yeah.
The
south side,
Then
the south side, right?
get your number.
Well, we're still,
not sure.
as far as I know, we're,
Let's see if I can get this up a little bit more. So here's Bear Court, and here's our Bear Court pumping plant. So we take a line up to there, and then we're for this project, we're putting pipelines in Bear Court. And then we're boosting from here, from Bear Court up to the north tanks at Lake of the Woods. We're also including a connection to the blending station. And we have an alternate route if Lake of the Woods, if we think that maybe that's not something that they want now, we're also looking at this route as an alternate route to get up to the north tanks.
My own road, pipeline there.
And so the booster at Bear Court, that will go two ways. There'll be whatever pipeline we lay for all of Bear Court, and anyone who wants to join in there. and then the pipeline that goes along Fraser Mountain.
I would think that if
Road
we get,
north,
I think
yeah.
if we get the funding, it'll get.
And so
I
the
wouldn't
Fraser
imagine-
Mountain Road will be like the church and all those, the other people that want to join in and the, and
that's good,
a,
you know, like tank building and
a
stuff.
possibility of a connection over at the, mobile home
Getting-
park.
Yeah,
I
Uh,
managed to work.
the
throughout the
pipeline,
time. All the shit we weren't gonna do before, I managed to get encompassed in this project for going to forestry to get rid of the line going up the hill. Lost Margaret.
Okay, so I think I have a better idea and we're still not exactly sure at what point
Worrying about the.
we cross the road or where we're gonna cross the road. Now it looks like it may not cross the road, it may come from
Plans to have it here.
like this alternate Bear Court or something. The park that goes to North Tank of
We gotta
Lake the
cross.
Woods.
we gotta cross it Bear Court, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna cross
Yeah,
the Bear
Bear
Court,
Court.
okay.
See right there,
And why did the chicken cross the road?
to get the water.
Okay.
To put something in case the mobile home park ever actually wants to join in the.
Right.
Yeah. It's,
Okay,
it's always a possibility. We've been
so
on.
they may have to. The state may say they have to.
So it's a great plan, right?
Yeah.
Kudos to Curtis and.
Yeah,
Keith, for sure.
thank you, Curtis and Dee, it's looking
Very real.
feasible and, yeah,
There,
like.
there are about 100,
Answered my question.
there are about
Okay.
100 sheets that back all this up. And Curtis, you got anything to add to what I've said? I can't, you're coming in broken.
Yeah,
up,
Curtis is breaking up. But are there any other boosters or anything past the Bear Court? Are we able to get to everywhere because of gravity or something from the north tank? Or is there something else that goes in place in Lake of the Woods?
The north tanks are the high spot for us. And so once we pump to the north tanks, then everything, pretty much flows from there. So for Lake of the Woods system. So we do have that option of, and we're planning it, running a feeder line to the blending station if Lake of the Woods wants it. And so that's on the plans too.
I have one more question. So the really far stuff on Lake of the Woods that Jonah talked about, making sure that we include, that is coming on their project, that pipe, or that's coming as part of this project? I know they have like their separate projects. Are they laying pipe for the possibility of feeding to that? I don't even remember what it was called. It's that far side of Lake of the Woods going down Lockwood Valley.
Like the dry lots?
Yeah,
about?
not the, well, yeah, but it's not even, yeah, I guess it's a dry lot right now, but there was stuff, Joan, I don't know if you can help me with that you had wanted included. And is that covered on your part of the pipeline stuff that you're getting grants for, or is that part of this?
Well, we're feeding the north tanks. And then.
And
for
then,
that,
and then their whole rest of
Yeah.
their system is what they're doing. Okay.
then their system goes from there.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check that. Okay, yeah, that's helpful, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, B.
I got,
discussion
before you
vote.
move on, Brahma, before you move on, I got a quick comment. At the beginning, I know Dee said that the pipeline was gonna cross a bridge. So is that crossing like a creek or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Credit Creek.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys, if you've looked into it already, but you're probably gonna have to get like a Army Corps of Engineers permit or something, and that takes a while because we've gone through it with Lake of the Woods, where a pipeline
Fishing
crosses a
Canyon.
creek.
We're not, Tom's taking care of that, but we're not in the creek at all. We are above the creek. And we've already checked with the county, but it's been a while back now, to see if we could hang our pipe on the bridge, and they said, yes, we could. So we'll have plans and we'll submit to the county. They'll have to approve it. So we're not in the creek, we're staying out of we go bank to bank. And the Army Corps' jurisdiction goes bank to bank. Everything that starts sloping down to the creek is the Army Corps. So we're staying out of that.
And then D, will we be able to abandon the old, transmission line that I think does go through the creek? It was supposed to be on the bridge.
No, I wouldn't abandon that. It's still relatively new, that 10-inch. And the 10-inch is gonna still carry stuff from well 6.
Okay.
So we can't abandon that in this project.
But there was something on that came up because we thought it was hanging under the bridge, and that came up when we had, them come up for the environmental stuff. Was that an issue?
I don't know what you're talking about.
When that one gentleman came out and was doing the environmental work?
It wasn't any kind of issue.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to we have to do our work from the bridge. So it'll be interesting to see how the contractor does that, but they'll have to hang over the side and put the hangers on. And if they do get in the creek bottom, then we will need a permit. So we're staying away from the creek.
Yeah, we don't want to be up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
And one other thing on the application, I was just reading in the notes that it was discussed that, the MOU has to be part of this application.
Well, yes.
That what we had discussed our old MOU going in with the application until we finished the new MOU. So the previous MOU.
The previous.
Oh, yeah, you weren't part of this. So that was discussed at the state, I'm sorry. That was discussed at the state update meeting.
Yeah.
And so, Carlos said that we had to put in
Yeah.
an MOU and because we won't be able to finish the new MOU, he's going to submit the
old one.
original, not the
You're-
one that Lake of the Woods worked on, because we can't
No,
accept that because
no.
there's stuff our attorney won't sign off on.
Well,
What's
Yeah.
the issue?
Well, it's
Which,
just
which I'm gonna need you guys to
The
send
old
me.
MU, go ahead, Carlos.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to send me the copy that you guys are comfortable with me attaching to this application. So
Yeah, the original one. So have you got the original one? Tiffany will send it to you, Carlos.
yes,
One of the
Okay,
things,
we're on the discussion vote on project application.
Well,
The other thing is, did we, Carlos, get the self-certification form signed by, Director Garcia?
No, because Director Garcia is right here, right now,
Okay,
so he's gonna sign it tonight.
you're gonna sign it tonight, okay. All right, and the CEQA is almost done?
well, CEQA is in progress on the consolidation project.
Right,
Yeah, this CEQA for the well 8 and pipeline replacement project is done. Yeah, and
so is there anything else we need, Carlos, on the project application and funding that we need to follow up on?
no, is this for the pipeline?
yes.
Okay, yeah, no, as
Oh,
soon
not
as
the pipeline. This is for construction
the-
stuff.
The construction, yeah.
for the
This is for the
consolidation.
construction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh.
basically,
I need to set up.
I'm finishing up the packets as we speak. I need a few bits of information still to finish, like for the general package. I need we need to put estimated or actual dates to when we're going to adopt the environmental documents, when we're going to have 100% plans and specs, and when the start of the construction implementation will be, and when complete construction implementation will be. So I need those 4 dates to be able to finish off the general application.
I think we can probably estimate that.
Yeah.
We'll never get beyond 95% until the state looks at it. And then, once they've gone through it, then we'll be at 100%. I did do a timeline, Carlos. You sent me an email and said, hey, we need to have some timing. I I prepared a Gantt chart so that I could get an idea of what the timing looks like. 2-year project. And actually, what I'm looking at is about, if we were to start the 1st of January next year, 27, we'd end up around October of 28.
We would start what, the construction?
No, that would be advertising for bids and doing
Yeah,
the
because
fir- that would
okay,
be,
the thing D is when we submit this application in July, it's gonna take about 9 to 12 months to get a funding agreement.
well, if you can give me a specific date, I can put it in and change everything. But basically, this tells anyone who needs to look at it, it's a 2-year project. So give me a date and I'll add 2 years to it, and that's when we're gonna be.
Well,
Yeah,
let's say let's give it the whole year just to be on the safe side. So let's say we'll get the funding agreement July of 27.
whew,
Mhm.
okay. Hang on.
Well,
we're
because,
looking for
well,
something
the issue
earlier.
comes back to us having well 8, drilled, and that's not gonna happen until probably the end of 28. I mean, end of 27, until we get this thing resolved. Hopefully, we get it resolved sooner than later. But if we have to wait till March, I mean, we've got the funding agreement and then we move forward. So, then we have to have an actual working well, knowing that we have water. In order to go forward, because that's also gonna be part of the MOU.
Well, we're also going forward with well 9. and
Right,
So we can still be doing stuff,
right.
so.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Just a couple of things on the MOU. Just since you mentioned it, Brahma, Alan just contacted me and said that he's going to check it out where they are, but his thoughts are, they are trading red lines with Lake of the Woods attorney, and that they have. Well, I don't want to say they're waiting on some comments from Lake of the Woods attorney, but that may be the case. And so the attorneys are trying to work this out. So that's where the MOU is. And then from the standpoint of the timeline, it's a 2-year project, and that the 2-year project can start anytime, any, date that we select. But this Gantt chart tells you just about how long it takes to do it. So that's where we are on that. And also, you needed, I think, a budget, Carlos, for the CM for that project as well. Now working on that as well.
Yeah, because I'm using right now. I'm using the numbers that you sent me, which was after inflation and after we removed the Well 8 project, we're asking for $29,455,734.
Yeah, I think that's pretty close, although Curtis is trimming some things and maybe we'll get in a little under that.
Okay.
We'll see. He has a little bit, very much better idea than I do about
Yeah.
construction costs and materials right now.
Yeah, D. So it's up to you guys whether if you guys want to put 9 months into that timeline or 12 months, and go from there. Then that way you can give me the numbers when we'll have when we'll adopt environmental documents, when we'll have 100% plans and specs, when we'll start construction, and when we're complete construction.
Director Schoenberg?
I would think that we can put the funding agreement and the beginning somewhat earlier than we think we'll be done with 8 and all of that, but I'm worried about our 2-year projection, because I think if stuff holds off, that it may be 2 years in a perfect scenario where we have everything done and the MOU, like everything going forward, but I think it's gonna be longer than 2 years.
I agree.
And just so you guys know, these dates aren't set in stone. They're gonna change later. So we just need, as best we can, estimated dates so we can complete this form. They're not set in stone, and they're not gonna say you have to abide by these dates, because they're gonna change once we do once we go out to bid and once we do the FBA package, that all those dates are gonna change.
Then in addition to that, you gotta realize when you got a bunch of contractors that are on site,
Yeah.
they're not messing around. They wanna make their money and get out. So they're gonna be here and they're gonna start busting their butts to get the construction done. They don't, unless it's a time and material job, they don't make money sitting there, so.
Right, I'm just saying the actual construction's probably gonna start a good while after our initial date, because we're still gonna have all these things that we're juggling.
Why don't we just tell Carlos to simplify it, to do the 9-month thing, and we could always change it later.
Yes, I agree with
It
you.
makes it easy.
Like 9 months and then, but instead of doing 2 years, can we think 3 years?
I don't think we need.
Or does it matter?
I think-
It doesn't matter, Lisa.
The
dates don't matter.
Once they start construction. he's
Once they
talking-
start,
he's talking- Yeah, but he's talking construction is 2 years. That's what he is saying. So we're not gonna extend his to 3 years, but we're doing like probably we could give him a date of 9 months, and then if we need to change to push it out to where
We
it's gonna
can.
start, we can.
Just keep it simple.
Okay, we don't have the contract yet, for D and FPPUD,
We need that for the application too.
so we need that for the application, correct, Carlos?
and then we don't
Yeah,
need it for the,
But that can come after the fact. I mean, we're gonna have a period of construction application review where the state's gonna say, hey, we're missing this, we need to update this. So that's when we can update. So we don't have to have all the components in. We just have to have the main components, which are all the packets. And if D can have the construction contract with you guys, that's great. But if he can't, it's not like we need to have it done by July 31st.
Okay,
Yeah, I pretty much got that worked out too, Carlos. I wanted to kind of try to stay on top of that, so I should be able to do that next week or, maybe the week after. I know what the budget is now based on what the project is and what the timeline is, so,
we
now
wanted
it's-
to return
Right.
that.
Yeah, so on your timeline, D, go ahead and put the 9 months like Fraser Park said.
So we will start really in September of 28, right, Carlos?
That's for construction.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll put September of 28, September 30th of 28. And you said it takes 2 years to complete the construction?
yes.
So let's say September of 30.
Mm-hmm. Well, that seems like a long ways away.
we'll see who's still left on the board.
And then 100% plans and specs. Once you get the funding to complete it, how long would it take you?
It'll just depend on what the state says, but not very long. We've kind of gone through this before. The state takes more time to review
So-
than
So if we get funding, if we were to get funding agreement in 9 months, what would that be? March of 27.
Mhm.
So then let's say 3 to 6 months to finish, or 3 months to finish the plans and specs.
Yeah, probably ought to give it 6 because it really
6?
depends on
Okay.
how fast the state turns it back to us.
So we'll give it to October.
Yeah. So October would be the start of, that's when we would advertise for bids.
And so adopt environmental documents. That should be way before that, right?
Oh, yeah.
We'll say, shoot, I don't know how long it takes to adopt environmental documents, but because
Yeah.
Tom's going to submit them, supposedly he's still going to submit them at the end of this month, for the most part, right?
I'd have to check with him. I don't know that he's gonna have that done by the end of the month, but it may be mid-August or something like that.
And do you guys know how long it takes for them to adopt the documents? A couple months.
Yeah, I would say.
So let's say we'll give it to November of 26th?
28, November 26th, yeah.
Okay, so I got those dates, 11:30 of 26.
11:30 to 26. And that's when, what is that date representing?
What's that?
What is that date? I just.
The
want-
11:30 of 26 is when we'll adopt environmental documents.
Yeah, okay.
And if these dates needs to change, even after I submitted the app, you guys can let me know and I'll update the dates and I'll resubmit a new app if needed.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Oh, and
Okay.
one more question before we move on is the exact project title that we're using, is that Fraser Park / Lake of the Woods Consolidation Project?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
what I've been titling, like the preliminary engineering report and pretty much everything that I've done with the state. It's the Fraser Park Lake of the Woods Consolidation Project.
yeah, I think that,
Construction,
yeah, just taking the planning out, so,
Mhm.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because that's the title I've been using on all the documents. Fraser Park / Lake of the Woods Consolidation Project.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Going on to number 11, discussion vote update on well 8 pipeline replacement project. A, discussion vote on engineering design. We're complete on that.
It's done.
So on to, B,
environmental.
environmental work.
Well, Tiffany, why don't you, there's some things that Tom really has to do. And I think Tiffany, you have a little bit better idea of what that is. But the notice of intent to adopt a mitigated negative declaration has been prepared, and the accompanying documents as well. Those are, as I understand it, ready to go, but there are some other things that have to happen, right, Tiffany?
Right, there were 4 documents that Johnny signed. What you described, notice of intent and the negative declaration, there were 2 others. Those have been signed and sent back to Tom. His report, his full report, needs to be, changed. It was sent out to a company so that it meets the,
Accessibility.
yeah, the web content accessibility guidelines. So those always existed. We were way ahead of that on our side. But now everything you're posting to the state clearinghouse, that all has to be accessible as well. So Caitlin, from Tom Dotson sent it out. I think there's like a 5-day turnaround and a cost of about $450 to get that
Which I
document.
approved to have them do.
Yeah, Johnny approved going ahead and having them do that, but that work will most likely, it looks like, be done way before the end of this month, so that can be included, I'm sure, in the claims for the project. That documents have been posted on our website as well, because that's another requirement. So that's what I was doing. That's what I said in my report. I had to update our projects on our website. I added the well 8 pipeline and added all Tom Dotson's documents on there. And as far as our site goes, because we have that third-party integration, anything I post on our website's automatically, web content accessibility guidelines. It meets those requirements, so we're good on our side.
Quick question. So we're talking right now about, this is the dual, because we had already done one for the individual projects. This is the one that we were waiting on. That's the 2 projects together, environmental, correct?
This is all together.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna update the project title here, Cause on all of Tom Dotson's document, he's calling it new well 8 and pipeline replacement project, so I'm just gonna add that correction to our agenda so that everything's matching.
Okay, and, okay. All right, so then we can go on to C, discussion vote on project application. This is where Jerry will be doing a self-certification form. He'll be signing that tonight. That's what I
Yeah, it was signed previously, but then there was some upgrades or updates that state legal wanted. Dee made those changes, and now it needs to be re-signed.
Director.
Quick question,
Go
if the name's a little bit different and we're changing it on all of our documents, Carlos, is the name correct on the project application to match what Tom Dotson's putting?
I believe it should be because they abandoned the pipeline replacement project application, and they made a combined one. So I'm thinking it should be.
But can you double check that? Cause now it should say new well number 8 in pipeline replacement project, because it has to match the CEQA documents.
Yeah, I don't think it says new well 8.
But whatever,
Project.
can we just make sure it matches CEQA, whatever Tom Dotson's putting on the CEQA documents, so we don't have an issue?
Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion with Jonathan to see what we're gonna need to do, because like all the documents have been submitted. So I don't know if that's gonna be an issue or not now.
Why is Tom putting new?
You'd have to ask Tom. That's what he titled all his stuff, so that's what we signed.
Well, anyway, we'll get to the bottom of it. I suspect the state's gonna say that adding the word new at the beginning isn't gonna be a deal breaker, but we could check with Jonathan.
I just remember going through this with some other project
Yeah,
where our CEQA did not match the project name, and that was a problem.
Yes.
Except it wasn't a huge problem. I remember when that happened too. We just had to.
Well, worst case scenarios is we'll have to go back and change the title on the application packets.
Yeah.
If
So we have to
that
do 4.
if that's the case, but we'll have to talk to Jonathan about that.
But Carlos, isn't that aren't we already, because they've already discussed that we should be getting the
Funding.
the funding in a few months. They said, what would they say? I think it was August or something like that, or August or September, we were gonna get funding. So they've already
Well, then it might not even be an issue then.
That's what I'm saying. I suspect that Jonathan's just gonna say that it's gonna be fine, but if not, it's not gonna be hugely problematic to fix it. So now that we know that we need to check on it, it will be fine.
But can't we haven't submitted the final CEQA stuff, right? Can't we fix that now?
Dee?
And have him take out the new.
I don't know, Johnny signed it and it was sent back to Tom Dotson, so I'm sure he's
I mean, can't we communicate, D?
submitted it to CEQA already.
Can we communicate, D, with Tom Dotson and just fix it before it goes into the final on the
Not if
CEQA?
Tom
people?
already filed the CEQA document. Then we would be matching what Tom put, instead of Tom matching what
Right.
we put. So let them talk about it. Can you reach out to Tom and Carlos and figure out what
And
we can put
Jonathan.
on everything?
And Jonathan?
And Jonathan,
I will, yeah.
appreciate it.
Okay, there's nothing else on this, I think on the application, everything is copacetic.
Yeah.
Okay, D, discussion vote on well 8 property acquisition. We're still working.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. So, okay, I think that's it for Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
So we'll go on to number 12, discussion vote on
Thank you, guys.
parcel water tank replacement project, timeline, budget, environmental engineering. Oh. So I'm just gonna go over my notes and then Dee can fill in everything else. We had our parcel B meeting. There was, minor changes to the plans and specs. They're gonna do it as an addendum. They had to,
The funding,
switch out,
a change in the funding agreement.
in the funding agreement, and they're gonna do an addendum to that. Then there was exhibit H, there was a reference to a nonprofit instead of to the district, which is just wording, so they're gonna switch that out. We went out to bid on June 22nd. It should be returned by August 12th. The thing is that, everything was supposed to be invoiced by the 31st of August, which is basically not gonna happen, but they've requested a year extension, to, July of, 2020. They sent out on July 2nd, a request for a year extension, which we've not heard back yet from HUD. And for that grant existence. So if they don't approve it, it's gonna be a problem for us. But they're thinking that it will be approved, so hopefully that's the case. The NEPA is done except for the construction requirement. On July 21st, which is already happened, they had a pre-job walk with Thompson, Superior, and Accelerated for a pre-bid walk. And I think that's all I got. You have anything else to add?
I don't, there were two job walks. Curtis has his hand up, so, let's let Curtis fill us in.
Okay, sounds good.
I think I still have bad reception. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, well, we had our two job walks, as you mentioned. The second one was the 21st. The three contractors, Brahma, came to the first one on the 14th. The 21st, we had one more contractor, Limbs Construction. So we're hopeful that August 12th.
We lost you. August 12th, we should have,
Another walkthrough?
no,
Hopefully, three coming on the call.
We can't hear you now, Curtis.
You must have moved.
So our bid decision, you're saying would happen on the 12th?
Bids are open.
Yeah, we'll get bids on August 12th.
Okay.
and then it'll take them at least, what, 30 days to review the bids, Dee?
I believe it's 35, but actually I think the county is.
Oh, it's 45.
The county is probably gonna take a bit longer than that. Curtis, I wish we could hear you. You're muted right now. There we go.
Yeah, because the reception's bad.
We can hear you.
Okay. I think the county said they were gonna take probably at least 30 days for their approval of it once we get our bids.
So do they review it first, or do you guys review it first?
I'll have to look at my notes. We asked that question and I don't feel like James gave us a definitive answer.
Okay.
think we might have lost them. And typically, Dee and Curtis go through it and make sure that they're qualified bids
Right.
first, and then it'll go to the county, but depends on what the county says.
Yeah, so we're looking at sometime in September before we can get a recommendation on the bid. We may have to do a special meeting to approve the bids.
But if we get the
But
extension for the,
Right,
if we get the extension,
then
that
we'll
gives
be
us
fine, yeah.
plenty of time, so
Yeah.
if we don't get the extension, then it may be null and void.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but we still have to do the project. I mean, I don't, I think that, hopefully we don't run into this problem, so.
Yeah,
and
because
lose
that's-
funding.
That's what happened with James. And James isn't very precise on anything. But we're down to the wire. And if we either do it ourselves or we get the extension. That's the way it's gonna have to be. Because of all the other little timeline things that are going on, we didn't meet timelines.
Well,
And so.
no, I mean, I know that's been a topic the whole time, but this thing, instead of saying we didn't meet timelines, I would say everybody busted their butts
No, it's.
and knocked us out
We're
in,
not saying that we.
not just saying in record time, so
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
did everything we humanly could.
right, but
It's
we
not-
We
ran
missed the
into-
timelines, and now,
No, it
Now
wasn't
we'll
us,
find out.
it was county.
It was
County and HUD
county and HUD, so,
have
you know.
pushed things and,
So
And if they don't
we're
extend it,
expecting to
then-
get the extension, and so that's really the bottom line. The bottom line is we get the extension, we're good to go. If we don't get the extension, then we're gonna have to use our
then we'll
entire,
have to discuss it.
we'll have
Because,
to discuss it. It would probably take our entire,
well, if we decided to do it right at that time, so let's
but,
worry about that when we need
Yeah.
one, because
yeah. So,
yeah, because James was telling us that, oh, next week you can go up to bid, and we're like, we already went out to bid. We thought we were already approved to go to bid. And so,
anyways,
And we weren't.
yeah,
go ahead, Dee, you got something to add?
No, well, yeah, I was just saying that James had forgotten that he had, in an email, approved us going out to bid when we did, so, it's,
yeah.
So, okay, well, then approve the contract with D. Jasper and Associates, we're waiting for you to provide us a contract.
Remember he did last meeting and you said to send it to Alan to look
Right,
over? it?
yeah,
Alan said everything was fine, no changes.
okay. So,
Is he gonna sign that? Are we gonna sign that tonight?
If you've got,
I entertain a motion that we approve the contract with D. Jasper and Associates for the Parcel B water tank replacement project.
I'll make that motion.
Oh, what's the contract for? How much money?
Huh?
well, if, those of you who didn't throw it away last month, it's in your book on the back page. If you did
Oh,
throw it
okay.
away, then,
you gotta look.
then you threw it away.
That's what, I didn't throw it away, but I don't know what I did with it.
It's in the back of your book.
Only if you kept it.
I guess I accidentally threw mine away.
I probably put mine in the
Okay.
file.
Okay.
Oh.
For his contract, a total estimate is 87,675. Or that's what they,
Dee, what's the total amount of your contract?
well, I'm just like the rest of you guys. I kind of looked at it and threw it away, but no, I'm just kidding.
okay,
I, I'll have to look that up. Curtis dropped off, so I can't, let me see if I can find it here on the files.
But I think,
See. Oh, my goodness. Parcel B. My computer, you know, when we're online like this, operates a little slower,
yes,
for some reason. Okay.
Okay, so I see your, yeah, you have, 87,000,
$675.
$675.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, that's,
that is it, I think.
okay, so so like I said, we can, if the attorney has already, approved the contract, so, I'll make a motion. I would like to make I would like someone to make a motion.
You'll entertain them.
I'll entertain a motion. I'm sorry.
Is the map?
It's
Huh?
on the, it's in the
It's
back.
on the last page. He, well, about the third one from the last, he has the whole project on here.
It's under Exhibit B.
What?
Exhibit D.
Not finding it.
Here.
Share,
oh,
we can
what?
share.
I got it.
There we go.
Need to look.
Yeah, mine, I threw away last by accident. I was gonna
It
take
is-
it home and put the wrong one in.
87,675?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, that's it.
there you go,
We
Dee.
get this sooner or later. You getting that?
Who this? I need
Which
glasses,
glasses?
huh?
Want to borrow mine?
Oh, it'll work.
You still coming?
You got readers, so let them.
I don't have insurance for glasses, so I gotta like,
Get
Hey,
special.
Mine are prescription. Your prescription?
Not in.
Yeah, his are just readers, so.
How do you know minors?
cause they're working.
Whatever those is up to government.
All you old people.
I woke up
Cause
today.
you got good eyesight, buddy,
Oh, my
not like
God.
some of us.
Woke up today and found out as old as old people.
That's beautiful.
It's interesting, you look around the room,
That hurt.
glasses, 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 glasses.
Need glasses, don't have the money to pay for glasses.
Okay,
I'll
So-
make a motion that we accept, Dee's contract for the,
87,675.
for 87,675
for
for parcel B.
water tank replacement.
Water
project.
tank replacement, that's what I was trying to see what it said on here,
I'll second that motion.
but I don't see.
Okay, Director Kelling has made a motion and Director Garcia has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman, aye. Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
I,
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried 5-0. Okay. So, do we want to recess or keep going?
Let's go.
Okay, we'll keep
I
going.
think
New
we're done
business.
with D tonight.
We're done with you, Dee. Thank you.
Thank you, D.
God bless you, Dee. Thank you.
thank you,
Okay,
Dee.
well, thank you. Have a
Rest
good-
up.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Feel better,
Okay.
all the way.
New business 13, review and approve meeting minutes for 7/16/2026 state update meeting. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move that we approve the minutes for Thursday, July 16, 2026, the state standing, committee, meeting with, any amendments, that, amendments that were sent to Tiffany previous to and after the meeting, as well as any additional amendments or typos or other errors that may have to be, that may not have been caught or that may need to be corrected.
That's it.
Okay, Director Kelly has made a motion and Director Garcia has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg, Director Nyman's and I, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Abstain.
Director Telling.
Aye.
Okay, so 4-0, 1 abstention, motion carried. Okay, 14, discussion vote on forming and or dissolving ad hoc committee.
The form,
I move that we need to,
did you
Form.
keep doing it? Aren't you gonna be on it?
well,
Yeah,
well, I can make the motion and then just not do the vote.
Yeah,
Because they don't know what, they don't, I mean, you know.
okay, that's fair.
Don't you guys get to vote?
We
well, they
abstain,
abstain
generally.
if they're gonna be put on the,
Not generally, sometimes they vote. Do they need to abstain?
It's better.
But
okay, go ahead and make the motion.
I make a motion that we form an ad hoc to clear up the construction in progress with the generators.
So,
we can get
so
that
what
one
ad
signed.
hoc, what's the name of the ad hoc?
The ad hoc would be,
Generator ad hoc.
yeah, yeah.
How long do you think you guys have to do it?
Well, it should be one, just a couple
Maybe-
hours,
maybe-
right?
Maybe twice? I
You
mean,
think
I don't.
twice? No, it depends on Deborah, because what Deborah has to do is she has to get we have to match serial number, we have to match all the stuff.
We have to match it to the property. that
So
it's
it's in that weird spot where the auditors put it, which is called construction in progress,
Okay.
and under
There's-
construction in
can't
progress.
Talk
there's
right now,
no
there's
information.
a motion on the floor.
Yeah, well, wait,
So we
was it
have-
seconded?
It hasn't been
Oh,
seconded
okay.
yet, so we can't discuss it till it's been seconded.
I'll second it.
Okay, now we can discuss it.
Okay,
And Johnny will have to be here, so, because I don't know where the serial numbers are all written down, but he's got them all.
Written down somewhere.
To know what, I mean, because I know that we've got 5 generators, are all
We
different
just need to make
sizes.
sure they're getting.
And they all
the right
have to
spot.
go to whatever.
It's all in the original plan file, whoever's got that. I mean, I could go to each one, but I mean, I don't keep the records, I mean, I sure Dee could send me a copy of it, they're the ones that made sure that the right ones went to the right sites.
Well, can you ask Steve for that, or then you might not need to be there, we can look at it, I
But-
guess, but we need
but
something, otherwise we won't.
we
put
need
the
to
name
have
in.
Do a paper show, we got all the
It's
information.
a matter of me,
Yeah.
going- I mean, I can go to each site and get the serial number as well, I mean, if that's,
Maybe that's better in case we made a mistake, who knows?
we double checked those.
Okay,
Triple checked everything.
Oh my
But you're-
God,
you're
that
saying
generator
it's
project
under
was exhausting.
It should be long. And the only reason this came up is because I wanted Deborah to separate the cables as assets, 7,000 and 7,000.
Per site.
Per site,
Yeah.
and she says, well, there's no generator there. I'm just like,
What are you
Well,
talking about?
yeah, so you know how we broke everything in the sites? The generators aren't broken into anything, they're
Oh.
They're just a
construction in
generator.
progress.
Oh, boy.
and that's
So
what
we
we,
missed the
Well, no, that's how the auditor wanted her to do it.
yeah,
private gun.
so now
Order.
we have to break it.
all right. Okay,
Some of the generators are assets too, right?
Right,
They're just
So-
not
Nina,
listed where they're supposed to
You
be
can be
listed.
on, I'll, yeah.
you wanna be on it?
Sure.
Okay,
I'll abstain too, whatever.
I mean.
Still get a majority, we got a quorum, so. Make the motion.
so is it okay that it's Director Kelly and Director Garcia?
That's fine.
You guys know how to do it?
I understand what needs to be done, so Deborah's gotta do
Generator
her end.
mechanic in the army, so you'll find something around out there.
Okay,
No, I mean, you don't have to go up anywhere.
If we, but you said,
Yeah.
okay, if there's any question,
Yeah,
you can go to.
you
the
stand
site, or
there.
you
there's
can, Whatever.
An
Yeah,
issue,
no, I'm just saying,
it's all
I'm
bookwork.
familiar with the
Yeah, it's all gonna be,
nomenclature.
it's all bookwork.
it's all
Yeah,
gonna be
it'll be a
bookwork.
good field trip.
I know how to
You
read
I
and write
actually look
English,
at how the
so.
wires are done,
I
so.
think I'm qualified, thank you.
Okay,
Okay, So,
Gary's very good at it.
so who seconded it then? Oh, he seconded, it? Okay, so,
Roll call of director.
roll call of direct, wait a second. Director Kelly has made a motion, Director Garcia has seconded it. Roll call of
That
director.
can't work if he's gonna be on the committee.
He can
Somebody else
second it,
Okay, well then,
but he can abstain it. He
Yeah.
can-
make the motion and second it? I don't know, is that? that's
That
good to me.
doesn't matter.
Both gonna be on the committee?
You're too crazy.
I think someone else should second it.
I will second
There
it.
you go.
There you go.
Okay,
Everything is good
Director
with the
Kelly
world.
has made a motion, Director Gibson has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, Director Garcia.
Aye.
No, you're abstaining.
No, I'm abstaining. Thank you.
Aye.
Director Gibson's and I, Director Kelly.
I abstain.
Okay, so that's 3-0, 2 abstentions, motion carried. Okay, thank you.
And I need to interrupt, we're calling it generator ad hoc? Or do you wanna call it as generator ad
Asset,
hoc?
yeah,
I generated asset,
something to do with
Okay,
that.
generator asset ad hoc.
and yeah,
Will we
I
accept
don't
that?
know if you've got time, but
You accept those friendly amendments?
yes, we accept that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
It's
All
just a thought, but in the future, when things like this come up, it seems to me to be absurdly ridiculous that we have to do an ad hoc for every simple thing that I could do with our bookkeeper in a matter of minutes.
No.
Can you guys
put
get
it in a month.
Well, you could do it with her.
I'm just saying that's all general manager stuff, but we already created that hawk, we'll do it. I'm just saying in general, it's not that hard. I understand how you want the assets laid out. Me and you came up with the idea about it, Joe. I understand what to do, but
Well, I did not know that you could do it, so I was the one who suggested that we needed to do it.
Well, I will help
to
you
get
guys.
this, to get this, done.
Let's get it done quick.
Here, here.
get it done.
okay. 15, discussion and vote on destruction of obsolete and damaged records.
New forms,
Okay, so
You can check.
Can I just ask a question? What's this number 42620 mean? Number 42627, number 42622.
those are the special assessment account numbers.
Oh, so this is special assessments.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
see.
wrote
It says
Special
special
assessment.
Got it, I missed that. Okay.
okay,
From 1997,
Yeah, if you look down,
1987.
Backing off.
bank statements from the eighties.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm still in high school.
Do we, when we make a motion to approve, the authorization to destroy obsolete records, dated 7/23/2026.
I will make a motion that we approve the authorization to destroy obsolete records. Checks and stuff from 1988.
That has
It's all different.
dated the
9798.
Various dates.
Yeah, very.
Yes, but it's been signed July 23rd, 26th, no form. Okay, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Director Gibson has made a motion, Director Kelly has seconded it, roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, Director Director Garcia. Aye. Director Gibson.
Aye.
Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, 5-0-0-1, motion carried. Okay, discussion vote on future agenda item. You've got everything you think?
Always.
Always, okay, so I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Director Gibson has made a motion, Director Kelly has seconded it. Roll call of directors, Director Schoenberg,
Aye.
Director Nyman's and I, Director Garcia,
Aye.
Director Gibson,
Aye.
and Director Kelly.
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned at 6:02 PM. Thank you,
Terry,
everybody.